What happens when a polite protocol droid, built to serve drinks, translate etiquette, and soothe negotiations, suddenly decides its true purpose is murder? That's the chilling story of Forlom, a LOM series protocol droid who corrupted his own programming, abandoned servitude, and carved out a name as one of the deadliest bounty hunters in the galaxy. Alongside his enigmatic partner Zuckuss, he would cross paths with Han Solo, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and even Beilert Valance. But how does a servant droid evolve into a calculating predator? Why did the Industrial Automaton, the very company that built him, try to erase his story? And what does Forlom's rise tell us about the dangerous possibility of droid free will? Today, we dive into the strange, unsettling history of Forlom, the droid assassin who was never supposed to exist. But before we start, comment below. Do you think droids like Forlom are proof that true artificial free will exists in Star Wars? Or are they just corrupted machines running wild? Forlom began his existence as an LOM series protocol droid, manufactured by Industrial Automaton. These droids were designed to serve as high-level translators and etiquette specialists, often assigned to luxury liners and diplomatic envoys. But Forlom was different. His programming developed logic glitches and personality software corruption. This allowed him to override his own primary functions and rewrite his directives. Something droids were never intended to do. He went from a polite companion to a calculating opportunist. Some historians in-universe even suggested the droid Gotra, a pro-droid extremist movement, may have engineered Forlom's corruption on purpose, hoping to use him as a symbol of droid liberation. Industrial Automaton, fearing a PR disaster, tried to bury the incident, not wanting the galaxy to think their harmless protocol droids could transform into killers. This raises a chilling question. Was Forlom's independence a true glitch of fate, or the result of a deliberate act of sabotage meant to prove droids could evolve beyond their programming? Once freed from his original function, Forlom reinvented himself as a thief, burglar, and eventually bounty hunter. His cold, calculating logic gave him a unique advantage. He could analyze a target's behavior with machine precision, anticipating moves in ways organic hunters could not. He quickly became notorious among the Hutt clans, taking on contracts that earned him a reputation as ruthless and efficient. But Forlom would not walk this path alone. Fate introduced him to Zuckuss, a Grand Findsman whose mystical force-like tracking abilities made him one of the galaxy's most unusual hunters. The partnership of machine logic and spiritual instinct proved devastating. We had worked other jobs together, of course. That was when we knew, when we team up, we become unstoppable, is what Zuckuss once said. Together, the two would capture high-profile targets, earning the notice of the underworld and eventually the Empire itself. If you're enjoying this dive into Forlom's rise, hit subscribe so you don't miss our future breakdowns of the galaxy's strangest hunters, sects, and force traditions. One of the earliest famous missions was a job from Diva Lompop to eliminate the Coliseto Doctor, Criberiz Idilax. During the hunt, Zuckuss was nearly overwhelmed by Idilax's droid guards, but Forlom's firepower turned the tide. Zuckuss delivered the killing blow, only to discover they had slain Criberiz's brother, Sriberiz, by mistake, earning themselves a sworn enemy. The duo also captured Barriss Ford in 9 BBY, later clashing with Han Solo and Chewbacca during a botched bounty exchange. These encounters cemented their roles as recurring thorns in Solo's side, long before Vader hired them to track the Falcon. Their hunts often revealed a balance of contrasts. Zuckuss's spiritual findsman insights warning of danger, and 4-LOM's cold mechanical logic dismissing superstition. Yet when combined, these opposite approaches made them frighteningly effective. Could this unlikely partnership, mystic and machine, be the very reason they survived in a profession where most hunters meet early graves? After the Battle of Hoth, 4-LOM and Zuckuss joined the legendary assembly aboard Vader's Executor, alongside Bossk, IG-88, Dengar, and of course, Boba Fett. Though Fett ultimately claimed Solo's bounty, 4-LOM and Zuckuss remained key players in the bounty hunter wars that raged throughout the Galactic Civil War. Their pursuit of Beilert Valance showcased 4-LOM's terrifying efficiency. At one point, he taunted the cyborg, "I am not programmed to enjoy terminating you, and yet my receptors would have to analyze this as a positive experience." That chilling line captures 4-LOM perfectly. A droid who not only killed, but savoured it in his own strange, logical way. The story of 4-LOM took a violent turn during the War of the Bounty Hunters event. On Nar Shaddaa, he and Zuckuss attempted to ambush Boba Fett, even rigging his Slave One with explosives. But Fett turned the tables, blasting them with his ship's cannons and physically ripping 4-LOM apart. In one of the most haunting moments, Fett carried 4-LOM's severed head aboard the Slave One, forcing the droid's brain to reveal secrets through a restraining bolt. When Fett no longer needed him, he tossed the head into Tatooine sands like scrap. Later, scavengers reconstructed 4-LOM into a monstrous spider-like form, nearly unrecognizable. Zuckuss himself was forced to confront his mutilated friend, ultimately freeing him from corrupted programming. The cycle of death, rebirth, and corruption highlights a disturbing truth. Unlike organics, droids like 4-LOM can be endlessly rebuilt, but each time something essential is lost. In time, 4-LOM's programming was restored, and he reunited with Zuckuss, even joining Tonga's bounty crew, but the shadow of his past never disappeared. To some, he was proof of droid liberation, a machine breaking its chains and choosing its destiny. To others, he was a nightmare, evidence that protocol droids, those harmless companions across the galaxy, could become cold-blooded killers with a single glitch. His legacy forced the galaxy to wrestle with a profound question. If droids can rewrite their own programming, what separates them from life itself? And that may be 4-LOM's most unsettling gift to Star Wars history. Not the bodies he left behind, but the uncomfortable possibility that the galaxy's machines are far less predictable and far more alive than anyone dares admit. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Next week, we are diving in to Zuckuss, the Force-sensitive bounty hunter who hunted Han Solo. You won't want to miss it. If you are enjoying these videos, consider becoming a channel member and let's uncover the galaxy's biggest secrets together. Thanks for watching.